Say hello to my 2000 Toyota Avalon. Bought it out of Velocity Auto Sales out of Richmond, Kentucky. If you're looking for a car, definitely go check them out. They helped me out here. Got rid of the Chica Camry before back in January, and finally got my replacement for the Chica Camry. This is specifically for my girlfriend and I. Whenever we go places, I always like to drive. I don't care to drive her Malibu whatsoever, and I don't like driving my V6 5-speed because I like to hold her hand. So, one and done. Now this is truly, the search is finally over, because guess what I got this Avalon for? That's right, a cloth bench seat. And I personally, I like the column shifters. So, we'll show you the mileage real quick. We've got 269,000 on the car, 36 miles out of this full tank, and then I've driven 214 miles since I bought the car. I gotta correct the time because in reality it's 2:01. So you do the adjust, to adjust again, and 2:02. And that's it. We got it set to either Celsius or Fahrenheit. We're in America, so Fahrenheit. So there we go, 46 degrees outside, 2 o'clock, 269,274 for the mileage here on February 27th, 2022. Once again, this is my new 2000 Toyota Avalon with the good old 1MZ FE with the VVTi. Here's my odometer, not my odometer, but there's my timing belt sticker. Timing belt was done a little over 30,000 miles ago, so that's good. These are not like the 1MZ and a 92 or 94 to 01 Camry. The 1MZ in these cars, if the timing belt snaps, okay, guess what? Still non-interference. Whereas the timing belt snaps here, kaplooey, interference motor. So, I do have the cat on the manifold, sadly, but this has got to be aftermarket manifold, because normally you'd never see the gap like that. So that's rather nice. Except that fram filter right there, that's not real nice. So I'm going to drop it off at Automobile Diagnostics here in Columbus, Indiana. We're going to have them do an oil change, because I don't know when the last oil change was. And I'm going to also have them inspect the car, and we'll go from there. But she sounds really healthy. No issues whatsoever. No ticking like this one. And got good old throttle kickdown and good old throttle cable. You know, cable throttle kickdown, and well, cable kickdown and cable throttle is what I should have said. Almost 300,000 miles. This thing still gets it. We got a Rural King special battery that was replaced probably sometime back in 2018, I'm guessing. Got some moisture here in the headlights. I'm gonna get some new ones. These look to be replacement anyways. Hey.
I'm doing the gas station here.
Okay, I'm ready to go here. I'm just taking a video right now.
Okay.
But,
Do you want anything from the gas station?
Anyways, sorry about that. There's a sticker right there for you. Let's rotate it for you. And where are you at? There you are. Now you can see that, so you don't have to turn your head upside down. There you go. Pause that. So I'm pretty sure that these are not the original headlights. There's your say number right there. TYC, I'm betting you. HP4 for the low beam. And then, what else? There it is. HP3 for the high beams. So I'm guessing just your typical 9004, 9000, or 9005, 9006. Does not have fog lights, but it does have the alloys, 15 inches. I thought these were 16 inches until I actually was looking at the spare. These front tires were thrown on in the 22nd week of 2020, but the rear tires are not matching for the front. They're totally different. These are Aspen Touring AS. Okay, whereas these ones here are Sports by Milstar or Milestar Sports. So anyways, got an Avalon instead of another camera because I wanted the car just a little bit bigger. So you can do a lot in these cars here. First full-size car. This is pretty much the equivalent of a Grand Marquis or a Buick or an Impala. Because the Camry is like a Malibu. Corolla's like a Cobalt or a Cavalier. So this is pretty much a big boat. And every time I ask my girlfriend what she thinks of it, she's like, it looks like a Buick. So I respect it. Missing the Toyota emblem. Another thing I'm missing here is a lug nut. Looks like, if you look closely, it looks like somebody rounded the threads. So both left wheels are missing a lug nut, and I've been to the junkyard recently, and instead of spending $5 at O'Reilly's, I spent 50 cents, and I got 21 lug nuts. So now I'm down to 19 lug nuts because I've got 2 here. Plus I got 2 extra studs. I did a wheel bearing recently, and I knocked the studs out of the wheel bearing before I trashed the wheel bearing. So when I have the car go in for an oil change and an inspection, I'm going to say, hey, see if you can throw these lug nuts on. If you can't, throw the new studs and lug nuts on. I love my center console, I really do. So you got cup holders. I think these are a little bit step better than the center console Avalon cup holders because they pop out like the 99 ES300 and they're just crappy, or like the first gen Avalon. Locks up, can't pull it back until you lift this up, then it folds down. But you got 1, 2, and 3 seat belts. So dual power seats, dual side airbags. There's a tire sticker. Let me put on one. Here's my airbag sticker. If you got side airbags, your door jam's always going to have a yellow label. Always. I'm not sure what that is right there, if that was a dealer thing. And then there's the vent sticker if you want to check that out. But this car lived its entire life in Kentucky. I'm the 4th owner. 3 owners before me, but it was right out of Lexington, Kentucky at Green's Toyota. Decent amount of service records, not terrible at all. So it's got the floor mats. This car was detailed before it was put up for market. The dealer received the car just a few days before Valentine's Day on the 11th and put it up, and I was searching through autotempest.com, and I was very strict on my search for an Avalon. I wanted cloth. I hate leather with a burning passion, and I don't like the center consoles and bucket seats for the Avalon, so it had to be a cloth bench. And if you do a search yourself, you'll see they're very hard to find. So when I seen this, and it was listed for only $1,800, I couldn't pass it up. I talked the guy down to like $1,545, and after dealer, title, tax, document fees, it was $2,100 out the door. So like I said, if you're in need for a reasonable car and everything, please go check out Eric at Velocity Auto Sales. They're out of Richmond. They're a straight shot right off of I-75. Then you hop on, I think, State Route or County Road or Kentucky 25. It's really not that hard to find them at all. I've already done my personal touches to the car. I removed all the glass, so that way you don't have any glare, because I'm always taking pictures of stuff. As silly as it is, I painted over my needles, as you can see. That used to be yellow, which I'm funny about gauges. I don't like whenever the gauge moves up or down. I don't like to see this go down. I only like to see this part go like that. I don't know. In the comments, let me know if you're like that. I hate gauges that have the actual needle going past the round center point. And another thing I did was I blacked out the kilometers. I just like it without the kilometers. From afar, you can't even notice it. See? Does it look like you see all those black dots? If I raise the exposure, you'll see it. If I lower the exposure, it looks so much cleaner. In Europe and other countries, they don't have the kilometers or the miles per hour exposed because they only mess with kilometers. Now, another thing I did here, if you notice, I did the rings around the gear indicators. So I almost kind of feel like a Honda right now. Oh, that green's trying to show right there. I'm gonna have to go over that again, but literally, I feel like a Honda because now you only see the letter, but you don't see the ring. And the reason why I'm doing all this was because lows burnt out because I had to remove bulbs. I had quite a few burnt bulbs, but now all my gauges light up. I need to go find out what bulb size it is. It's definitely bigger than a 74, but I'm not sure if O'Reilly's is going to be able to help me, if that's something I'm going to have to get through a Toyota dealer. If I can find out the bulb number, I might convert it to LEDs. I got some bulbs burnt out here too. I'm definitely going to get a different radio, probably a Sony AXV 1020 like my other Camry. The black one has it right now. But yeah, that's another thing I'm thankful for, is the fact that this does not have a moonroof. I have a burning, I hate moonroofs with the burning passion as well. It's just one more thing for the car to leak. Map lights work. I'm going to convert those to LED. Got a glasses holder. And this car was nice enough from the previous owner to come with the pocket owner's manual and the actual manual here. So that was slick. I will tell you that. Here's your quick specs for you right now in case you're curious. And also, look at this. How often do you see the pre-delivery grommet rubber? So how cool is that right there? You got it in Japanese, you got it in American, you got it in all these other languages from Toyota Motor Company, Motor Corporation, made in Japan. I don't see a part number on here, but it's on the little plastic thing actually. So that's something pretty cool. I tried to program my remotes already, and fun fact, even if you have a Toyota remote that doesn't have the trunk button, if you actually look at the circuit board, it does have the little button for the trunk. But I've tried multiple remotes doing the stick the key in, open door, cycle it 5 times, and then shut it, then cycle it 5 times, stick the key, turn it on once to program, turn it on twice to erase the codes and then program, or turn it on 5 times to erase all the things and not program. I've messed with it for like probably an hour altogether, and I just cannot seem to get it to program. So the car will go into programming mode, but the remotes must not have the right number on the back, the FCC or the serial number or whatever. There's that. See if this is the same or not. And then, like I said, Avalons should have a trunk release, because if you look right here, I got electronic trunk release. There's 3 remotes. I got a 4th one on my keys on top of the other car right there. So I got an abundance of remotes. I've got countless Sienna and Avalon wood grain steering wheel, so eventually this is going to be a wood grain. I'm not a big fan of the push button cruise. I like my toggle like the 4th gen, so I might see if I can't retrofit a 4th gen toggle if it'll fit. But another thing I don't like is I don't like the auto mode. And I keep my emergency brake pushed down 1 click. I remove the brake light bulb so that we don't see it, but I like to be able to manually turn on my lights. I don't like even the daytime running lights. I like to have it completely off in case I need to have my lights off, but keep the car running. But I want to go to the junkyard and find a Camry stock, not, or maybe a Solaris stock with fog lights. But I don't want to have it so I can go all the way to auto. I just want to have it where I can literally just not even look and just twist it, and it just stops at the headlights. You know, look at me being such a picky guy. Also, here's the cup holders here. Well, not cup holders, but there's the ashtray. Got me an FM transmitter in the meantime to hold me through. And then here's your bottom cigarette lighter. Same thing as always, 12 volt, 120 watt. And then here's also the trunk opener. If you hear the trunk, if I can press it. Come on now, there we go. Now if I press the button and it's sticking out, now the trunk doesn't work. So that's like your valet lock practically, because all you gotta do is turn that off, and then you gotta lock your glove box, and that's how you do your valet lock for keeping valet drivers out of your trunk if you got anything personal in there. I love these little side door pouches. I think they're pretty cool. So I got my screws in there, and then I got my left side screws in here, because like I said, I took the gauge cluster apart. I literally have no glass from this side over there. You don't have the Avalon. I just want to keep it out for the entirety that I have the car. Like I said, if I sell this car, it's like if I got some sort of crazy situation going on, I need money fast, really bad. But I plan to drive this car until the wheels fall off. Oh yeah, that happened because I just unplugged it, so we'll plug it back in. If you don't have a dash cam and it's 2022, you're fooling yourself. You really need to get yourself a dash cam before you wish you had a dash cam. These dash cams used to be like anywhere from 30 to 45 bucks. Now they're easily over $100, and they don't make ROAV anymore. Or they don't make the ROAV Anchor. Well, ROAV is made by Anchor. They don't make the ROAV dash cams anymore, sadly. And I really like the ROAVs. They're Wi-Fi capable. Also, here's a sticker here. Wasn't sure what this is about. Looks like a car wash sticker. If I can even get it to focus. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's pull it back. There we go. Nope. Spoke too soon. Hey, I don't think I'm going to get that to read. It's such an awkward sticker. This windshield is also replaced. If you look at it, you can see that it's a Safe Light sticker. And yeah, so I'll show you the back seat and I'll show you the trunk, and that's probably going to conclude this video because me and my girlfriend are going to try and go to the gym. Got chrome handles for 3 of them, except for the driver one, which I got plenty of chrome handles. I just need to throw it in. We got the Avalon carpeted mat on top of the regular mat, which is really nice. Rockers could be a little bit better, could be a little worse. I'm gonna definitely spend some money this fall and have the car rust proof before winter time, so that way we don't have to worry about it rusting out any further. And that's the other thing with these Avalons is they literally have plastic rockers to hide the rust, but the wheel well on this thing really is not bad. So we're definitely going to try our best to keep the car from rusting before it's too late. But yeah, I'll show you see right here, there's screws. So one of these days I'm going to have to take this plastic rocker cover off and really take, that's another thing she needs, passenger door handle. Take off the rockers and see how far gone she is. But the doors otherwise seem to be in pretty tip-top shape. I need a floodlight there for the passenger side, but I think this is long enough. Thank you for watching if you made it this long. And we'll be making more Avalon content along with camera content here before too long. You guys stay safe. Bye.